Hello everyone and welcome back to the AWS Solutions Architect Associate series. Today we continue our journey through domain 1, that is design secure architectures, and focus on a topic that is absolutely foundational for every cloud architect, which is determining the appropriate data security controls. In this session, we will explore how AWS helps protect data through its lifecycle using encryption, classification, retention policies, governance, access controls, backups, replication, strong keys, and certificate management. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how to secure data at rest, data in transit, and how to meet the compliance and governance using AWS native tools. Let's begin. Designing strong data security begins with understanding who can access your data and how that access is governed. AWS provides multiple layers of control, starting with IAM permissions and resource policies that determine exactly which identity can interact with the dataset. Data governance ensures that sensitive information is accessed only by the authorized roles and only for approved purposes. Monitoring access is equally important. Services like CloudTrail gives you complete visibility into who is performing what actions, while IAM Access Analyzer helps the detect overtly permissive access or unexpected external sharing. By combining the least privilege access design with continuous auditing, you create a controlled and compliant environment where every data interaction is both intentional and traceable. Before protecting data, you must understand its sensitivity level. Data classification helps you categorize information as public, internal, sensitive, or highly confidential. Once data is classified, you can then define how long it must be retained based on the organizational or the regulatory needs. AWS makes the retention easy through S3 lifecycle policies that automatically transition the objects to cost-efficient archival tiers such as S3 Glacier or the Deep Archive, or even delete the data after a required retention period. These automated lifecycle rules ensures the compliance with data retention laws while reducing the operational overhead and minimizing the storage cost. Encrypting data at rest is one of the strongest lines of defense against unauthorized access. AWS Key Management Service, or we can say KMS, allows you to manage encryption keys securely and apply them across services such as S3, EBS, RDS, DynamoDB, and more. You can choose AWS managed keys for convenient or customer managed keys for full control over permissions and access. Key policies determine exactly who can use or administer each key, making authorization transparent and auditable. KMS also supports automatic key reversion, which helps maintaining the strong cryptographic hygiene without maintaining the manual intervention. When data moves between systems, it must be protected from interception or tampering. AWS uses SSL and TLS to encrypt the data in transit, ensuring the secure communication between the clients and also the services and the network endpoints. AWS Certificate Manager, or we can say ACM, handles the creation and renewal of SSL certificates for services such as CloudFront, API Gateway, and load balancers. By enforcing HTTPS and using the secure endpoints, you ensure that every connection, whether it's internal or external, is encrypted and protected against man-in-the-middle attacks. Data security also includes ensuring that your information remains available and even during failures or disasters. AWS Backup provides the centralized, automated backup management across services like EBS, RDS, DynamoDB, and EFS. Snapshots preserve the point-in-time copies of your data, while replication includes the cross-region replication, ensures the resilience even if an entire region becomes unavailable. By defining recovery point objectives, that is RPO, and recovery time objectives, that is RTO, you select a strategy that balances the cost, speed, and durability to meet the business continuity and compliance needs. Data protection policies define how data should be handled through its life cycle, from creation to storage, archival, and deletion. AWS enables you to enforce lifecycle rules, access restrictions, and encryption requirements across the services. These controls help maintain the compliance with industry regulations and internal governance frameworks. Whether you are securing customer data, financial records, or regulated workloads, AWS ensures that the policies you define remain consistently enforced across all the environments. A core component of security key management is regular rotation. Rotating KMS keys limits the amount of data encrypted with any single key, reducing the risk in case a key is compromised. AWS makes this easier by offering automatic annual rotation or allowing you to rotate keys manually. Certificates also require periodic renewal, and ACM helps by automatically renewing the certificates before the expiry, so your applications remain secure without interruptions. Together, this key rotation and certificate renewal forms the essential preventive measure in cryptographic hygiene. Every organization must meet some form of compliance, whether it's a PCI, HIPAA, SOC, GDPR, or the internal audit requirements. AWS follows a shared responsibility model where AWS secures the infrastructure while you secure your data and workloads. AWS supports a wide range of compliance programs, and AWS Artifacts provides the reports and documentation needed for audits. With AWS config rules, you can continuously evaluate the resources against your security and compliance baselines, catching the deviations before they turn into risks. Data recovery ensures that your information can be stored quickly, restored quickly, and then reliably after corruption, a deletion, or a disaster. Features like S3 versioning allows you to recover the previous copies of the objects, while the immutable storage such as S3 object lock prevents the data from being altered or deleted for a defined retention period. Cross-account backups adds an extra layer of protection by isolating the recovery data from the production environments. These capabilities work together to ensure the business continuity and the integrity of your critical data sets. So to summarize, in this session we explored how to determine the right data security controls using AWS services. We looked at governance, compliance, classification, encryption, retention, key management, backups, and the compliance. These concepts are essential for building a secure and well-architected cloud environment and are heavily emphasized in SAA C03 exam. In the next video, we will move into designing scalable and loosely coupled architectures where we will explore microservices, event-driven systems, scaling patterns, load balancing, and serverless design principles. If you are finding this series helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others preparing for the exam. See you in the next session. Thank you.